My child, stop for a moment. Do not scroll past this. Do not tell yourself you will come back to this later. You have been saying later for too long, and that is why I am speaking to you now. This message is not an accident. It is not random. I have timed this interruption with precision because you have been delaying something that can no longer wait. You have felt it in your spirit. You have heard my whisper in quiet moments. There is a step I have asked you to take, a decision I have placed before you, a door I have told you to walk through, and you have been hesitating. You have been telling yourself you need more clarity, more strength, more confirmation. But my child, how much more confirmation do you need than this? You have been delaying the conversation, the obedience, the surrender, the change. You have been circling the same mountain, hoping the urgency would fade. But it has not faded, has it? It has only grown louder in your heart. What you are postponing is not small. It is tied to your peace. It is tied to your growth. It is tied to the next season I have prepared for you. And now it is critical. Not because I am angry with you, but because the window before you will not remain open forever. I am calling you forward, not to pressure you, but to protect you from regret. If this message is touching the exact place you have been avoiding, I want you to respond. Like this video is a sign that you know I am speaking directly to you. Do not be passive. Comment, I will not delay, and let your declaration break the hesitation that has held you back. Share this with 3 people who are also stuck between fear and obedience, because you are not the only one wrestling with delay. And subscribe to this channel and hype this video so this word can reach the one who is on the edge of giving up. Someone's breakthrough is connected to your willingness to act. My child, I say this with love in my voice and fire in my heart for you. The cost of delay is rising. The longer you wait, the heavier it feels. The more you postpone, the more complicated it seems. But the truth is simple. I have already gone ahead of you. I am not asking you to leap into darkness. I am asking you to step into my plan. This is the moment you have been praying for, even if it does not look the way you expected. Do not let comfort steal what courage can unlock. I'm calling you now. And this time, you must answer. My child, before you feel accused, before shame tries to rise in your chest, listen carefully to me. I know why you have been hesitating. I know the thoughts that keep you awake at night. I see the questions that spin in your mind when everything is quiet. You are not delaying because you are rebellious. You are delaying because you are afraid. Afraid of making the wrong move. Afraid of losing what feels safe. Afraid that if you step out and it fails, you will not recover. I see all of it. You have been carrying more than you admit. There is pressure around you, expectations from others, and even expectations you have placed on yourself. You tell yourself you must get it perfect this time. You believe one wrong step could undo everything. So you pause. You analyze. You wait for the right feeling. You hope for absolute certainty. And when it does not come the way you expect, you freeze. But I am not standing over you disappointed. I am standing beside you, understanding. I know your history. I know the last time you moved it too quickly and it hurt you. I know the times you trusted and felt let down. I know the doors that closed in your face and the prayers that seemed to go unanswered. Those experiences shape your caution. They taught you to protect your heart. So when I ask you to move now, it feels risky. It feels vulnerable. It feels exposed. You have even tried to convince yourself that waiting is wisdom. Sometimes it is, but sometimes it is fear wearing the mask of patience. And you, my child, have been trying to discern which one this is. You do not want to disappoint me. You do not want to step outside of my will. That is why you keep asking for more time. That is why you keep asking for another sign. I see your sincerity. I see your desire to get it right. And I am not angry with your process. I am not frustrated by your questions. I am a father, not a taskmaster. I know that growth takes time. I know courage is not always loud. Sometimes courage trembles before it stands. But hear me clearly, your hesitation does not disqualify you. Your fear does not cancel your calling. Your overthinking does not erase my plan. I have been patient with you because I understand you. I have been gentle with you because I love you. Yet love also speaks truth, and truth says you are stronger than you think. You are not weak for feeling this tension. You are human. And I am right here in the middle of it with you. I have not stepped away while you wrestle. I have not withdrawn my hand while you question. Even in your delay, I have been protecting you, guiding you, and preparing you. So breathe, my child. Let your shoulders relax. You are seen. You are understood. And you are still chosen. My child, now I will tell you the truth in love. Delay is not always rebellion, but it is never neutral. Every time you postpone what I have placed on your heart, something shifts inside you. Not because I turn away from you, but because hesitation slowly trains your spirit to doubt my voice. What begins as caution can quietly become resistance. What feels like safety can slowly become a cage. You have told yourself that waiting costs nothing. But delay has a price. It drains your peace. It keeps you rehearsing the same fears. It steals momentum from the very breakthrough you have been praying for. The enemy does not need to destroy you if he can simply distract you. He does not need to close the door if he can convince you not to walk through it. Delay is subtle, but it is powerful. It keeps destiny standing still. Hear me clearly. I am not rushing you out of impatience. I am awakening you out of love. There are moments in your life that are turning points. They look ordinary on the outside, but they carry eternal weight. This is one of those moments. The step you have been avoiding is connected to growth you cannot experience any other way. Obedience is not about proving yourself to me. It is about positioning yourself for what I have already prepared. You keep asking me for peace before you move. But often, peace comes after obedience. You keep asking me for clarity before you step. But clarity often meets you on the path, not before it. I am not asking you to understand everything. I am asking you to trust me enough to begin. And as you begin to understand this truth, let this also become an action. My child, when you sow into what is feeding your spirit, you are not giving to a channel. You are watering seeds in souls you may never see. Every message that reaches a weary heart is like light breaking into darkness. When you release a super thanks or send a PayPal donation through the link in the description or the QR code on this video, you are placing oil in the lamp so this fire can keep burning. You are helping my word travel farther than your own voice ever could. Remember what I have said. As long as the earth remains, seed time and harvest will not cease. When you sow into my work, you participate in the harvest of changed lives. This is not about obligation. It is about alignment. It is about saying, Lord, use me to keep this river flowing. Do not miss the blessing of being part of what I am doing right now. If this word has awakened you, then respond not only with your heart, but with your action. To board. Move when I prompt you, and watch how I multiply what you place in my hands. My child, because I love you, I must speak to you plainly now. You cannot keep ignoring what I have made clear. You cannot keep silencing the conviction in your heart and expect peace to remain the same. I correct you not to shame you, but to protect you. A loving father does not watch his child drift without calling them back. There are seasons in your life, and each season carries assignments. When a season shifts, gray shifts with it. What was comfortable yesterday may feel restless today because I am moving you forward. If you try to cling to what I have already outgrown in you, you will feel tension. And tension is not punishment. It is direction. It is my spirit nudging you, saying, "Do not settle here." You have been hoping the urgency would fade so you would not have to confront it. But the longer you ignore it, the heavier it becomes. Repeated delay solely hardens sensitivity. The first time I whisper, it feels strong. The second time, you hesitate. The third time, it becomes easier to dismiss. I do not want your heart to grow dull to my voice. I want you sharp, aware, responsive. This is why I am speaking firmly now. Not because I am withdrawing from you, but because I am drawing you closer. If you continue to postpone what I have asked, you risk missing the fullness of this appointed time. Opportunities are not always permanent. Some doors are seasonal. I open them with purpose, and I expect trust when I say walk through. Do not misunderstand me. I am not threatening to abandon you. I never leave my children. But there is a difference between my presence and my endorsement. If you insist on staying where I have told you to move from, you will feel friction. Not because I delight in discomfort, but because you were designed for alignment. Peace flows where obedience lives. Ask yourself honestly, what are you protecting that I am asking you to release? What are you preserving that I am trying to transform? Sometimes you call it stability, but it is stagnation. Sometimes you call it caution, but it is fear. I am inviting you to examine your heart without defensiveness. Let my light search you. Let my truth refine you. You do not need to be perfect to obey. You do not need to have every outcome mapped out. You only need willingness. I am not asking for flawless execution. I am asking for surrendered trust. The step before you may feel uncomfortable, but discomfort is often the doorway to growth. Do not delay again after this. When I make something clear, respond. When I press on your heart, yield. When I call your name, answer. I am guiding you away from regret and toward purpose. Listen closely, my child. This is your moment to realign. My child, after correction comes comfort. After conviction comes strength. I do not expose your delay to leave you feeling weak. I reveal it so I can lift you higher. You are not standing at this crossroads alone. I am not watching from a distance, waiting to see if you succeed or fail. I am right here, closer than your next breath, steadying you even now. You have been telling yourself that you are behind, that you have wasted too much time, that you have missed your moment. But I do not measure your life the way you do. I am not bound by the clock that pressures you. I am the redeemer of time. What feels delayed to you is not impossible for me to restore. I can accelerate what obedience unlocks. I can rebuild what hesitation slowed down. Nothing in your story is beyond my ability to redeem. Do not let shame speak louder than my voice. Shame says, you should have moved sooner. I say, move now. Shame says, you ruined it. I say, I can restore it. Shame tries to paralyze you by chaining you to yesterday. I am calling you into today. The power you need is not in replaying your mistakes. It is in responding to my invitation in this present moment. You think courage means feeling no fear. That is not true. Courage is choosing to trust me while your hands are still trembling. Courage is taking a step while questions still linger. You are waiting to feel strong before you act, but strength often grows because you act. When you move with me, even in uncertainty, you will discover that I supply what you lack. I have placed resilience inside you. You have survived things you once thought would break you. You have endured nights that felt endless. You have stood back up after disappointments that could have crushed your spirit. Do not tell yourself you are too fragile for this next step. You are stronger than your fear wants you to believe. Lean into me now. When doubt whispers, answer it with my promises. When anxiety rises, breathe in my presence. When you feel alone in the decision, remember that I go before you. I'm not sending you into unfamiliar territory by yourself. I am guiding you through it. This is not the end of your story. It is the beginning of your next chapter. The same voice that called you is the same voice that will sustain you. You are not too late. You are not disqualified. You are not abandoned. You are loved, equipped, and empowered. Lift your head, my child. Strength is rising in you even as you listen. The step ahead of you is not there to crush you. It is there to grow you. And I will be faithful every step of the way. My child, listen carefully to what I am about to promise you. If you move, I will move. If you take one step in obedience, I will release strength you did not know you had. I am not asking you to create the outcome. I am asking you to trust me with it. The pressure to control the result has never been yours to carry. You have been staring at the size of the assignment, measuring your ability against it. That is why it feels overwhelming. But I never called you because you were sufficient on your own. I called you because I am. When I invite you forward, I have already prepared provision. When I nudge you to act, I have already gone ahead to arrange what you cannot see. You fear that if you step out, the ground might not hold you. But I am the one who makes the ground firm. You fear that resources will not come, that support will not appear, that doors will close instead of open. Yet I tell you this: obedience activates what hesitation cannot. There are connections, answers, and breakthroughs waiting on the other side of your yes. Trust is not passive. Trust is movement. It is saying, I do not see the whole path, but I trust the one who does. When you choose that kind of trust, you step into partnership with me. And I do not fail my children. I may not always move on your timeline, but I am never late. My timing is precise. My ways are intentional. Even the delays you experienced before this moment have prepared you for what comes next. Do not confuse my silence with absence. Even when you did not hear immediate instruction, I was shaping your character. Even when nothing seemed to change, I was strengthening your foundation. Now that foundation is ready to carry more. That is why this moment matters. I promise you this: you will not walk alone. When fear rises, I will be your peace. When obstacles appear, I will be your wisdom. When you feel weak, I will be your strength. I do not send my children into battles unequipped. I surround them with grace. Your obedience does not have to be dramatic. It can be a quiet decision in your heart. It can be a single conversation. It can be a simple act of surrender. What matters is that you align your will with mine. The size of the step does not determine the size of my response. Your willingness does. Let go of the need to have guarantees. I am your guarantee. Let go of the demand for certainty. I am your certainty. The future you fear is already in my hands, and those hands are steady. Take the step, my child. I will meet you in it. I will sustain you through it. and I will bring to completion what I have started in you. My child, this is the moment of decision. Not tomorrow, not when everything feels easier, not when fear completely disappears. Right now, I have spoken to your heart. I have shown you what needs to change. I have revealed the place where delay had been hiding. Now I am asking you to respond. Do not let this become another message you agree with but do nothing about. Do not let conviction fade into routine. This is your turning point. The line between who you have been and who you are becoming runs through this decision. And you are closer than you think. I want you to pause with me for a second. Quiet the noise around you. Bring the thing you have been delaying into your mind. You know exactly what it is. The call you need to make. The habit you need to break. The step of obedience you keep postponing. The surrender you keep negotiating. Stop negotiating with what I have already made clear. Say it to me honestly. Father, I have delayed. Do not hide it. I already know. But when you bring it into the light, it loses its power over you. Delay thrives in avoidance. Freedom begins with acknowledgement. Now choose differently. Decide in your heart that you will not carry this hesitation any further. You do not need to solve the entire future tonight. You only need to commit to the next right step. Action breaks cycles. Obedience silences fear. Movement restores momentum. I am not asking for perfection. I am asking for willingness. When you say yes to me, even quietly, heaven responds. Strength flows. Clarity sharpens. Be settled. The enemy wants you to believe that your small act of obedience does not matter. What it does. Every great shift begins with one decision. This is where faith becomes real. Faith is not just believing I can act. It is trusting me enough to move when I speak. You have prayed for change. You have asked for direction. And now direction has come. Do not shrink back. Make the decision. Write the message. Have the conversation. End what needs to end. Begin what needs to begin. Forgive. Apologize. Apply. Step forward. Whatever I have placed before you, do not postpone it again. You are not the same person you were when you first started delaying. You have grown. You have learned. You have been prepared. This moment is not here to trap you. It is here to free you. Choose courage. Choose trust. Choose obedience. And as you choose, feel my hand steady on your back, guiding you forward. This is your pivot. This is your shift. This is where delay ends and destiny moves. My child, breathe deeply now. The weight you have been carrying does not have to follow you any further. Delay ends here. Not because you are suddenly fearless, but because you have chosen to trust me more than your fear. This was never about pressure. It was about alignment. It was about bringing your heart back into rhythm with mine. You see now that what felt critical was not meant to crush you, but to awaken you. I was not trying to rush you. I was trying to rescue you from stagnation. I was not demanding perfection. I was inviting partnership. And now that you understand, peace can return. Real peace. The kind that settles in your chest and steadies your thoughts. Walk forward knowing I am not disappointed in you. I am proud of you for listening. I am proud of you for facing what you wanted to avoid. Growth often begins with uncomfortable truth, but it ends with strength and faith. You are leaving this moment different than you entered it. You are lighter. You are clear. You are aligned. Remember this. When you move with me, you do not move alone. When you obey, you are not abandoned. When you trust, you are not foolish. I go before you. I stand beside you. I remain behind you as your covering. The future is not something you have to fear. It is something we will walk into together. And as this word has settled into your spirit, do not let the impact stop with you. When you support this mission through Super Thanks or by sending a PayPal donation through the link in the description or the QR code in this video, you are not giving to a screen. You are sowing into souls. You are planting seeds in fields you may never see, but I see them. I see the weary heart that finds hope at midnight. I see the anxious mind that finds peace through these messages. When you release your seed and I breathe on it, did I not tell you that whoever sows generously will reap generously? This is living seed. This is bread cast upon the waters, and I am the Lord of the harvest. When you give into what spreads my word, you step into eternal impact. Do not hesitate when I nudge you to sow. Obey quickly. Give boldly. Partner faithfully. I will bless the hands that release with trust. I will multiply what is given in faith. Now go forward in peace. Like this video. Comment your commitment. Share it with 3 people. Subscribe and hype this message so it reaches who needs it next. Walk confidently, my child. I am with you, and delay no longer defines your story.